This time on Street Rat Garage, it is day 2 of the 2026 Hot Rod Power Tour. It's early in the morning and we just had breakfast. It's time to hit the road. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. It is day number 2. So I had to deviate from the route in order to get a room last night. I never book any rooms in advance, and I thought there would be something along the route as long as we just drove a little bit down the route. But yeah, Illinois, not Illinois. I mean, you put an S on the end of it and you expect people not to say Illinois, but it's Illinois, so I apologize. Now yeah, I came off the route about 40 minutes to find a hotel, and I thought, I made a mistake and there wasn't going to be anybody around. But lo and behold, when I got to the hotel, there's 2 of them together, and it was just packed full of Power Tour cars. So I am not the only one that could not find a hotel along the route. This Route 66, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and especially going through Illinois, and there's just nothing there. The tiny towns are great, but there's a lot of cornfields and no big cities. So we got a hotel. We stayed at the Best Western. It was relatively inexpensive, and it was actually nice. So good hotel, no pre-reservations, just jumped on booking.com. Looked about 3 o'clock, found the Best Western, and snagged it up. No fuss, no muss. So let's get on the route here and see what we got going. So we're just pulling out on the main highway now. We already got a Power Tour participant in front of us in a really nice 69 maybe El Camino. Super nice car. We are definitely going to have to take something more fun next year on Power Tour. So I am going to get down the road here, and then when we find something interesting to look at, I will hit you back. So let's get on it. So I am currently backtracking back to Route 66. It's about 45 minutes from the hotel, so we had to go about 45 minutes off the route in order to get that hotel. And well, this is the reason why right here. There's nothing here. I mean, there's a local church, and there's just cornfields everywhere. As far as the eye can see, there's no town sizable enough to have hotels at. So we're gonna run back to Route 66 and get started, and let's see some cool stuff, hopefully. Well, we caught up with some Power Tour folks here, and apparently they were doing the same thing I was doing and just cutting straight across back to Route 66. But we have seemed to have found ourselves on a gravel road, a rough gravel road. So that has dropped the speed down quite a bit here. So we got about another mile of this, and then we'll hit Route 66, and we should be able to see some of the good stuff. Okay, we're almost back to civilization, but yeah, out here in the middle of nowhere, you see all sorts of neat stuff. There's a square body S10, I don't know, that has a Cummins badge on it, that square body, 1-ton 4-wheel drive flatbed deal. And then way in the back, you got that classic camper. So a lot of cool stuff just sitting in people's yards all the way out here in the middle of nothing. Pretty cool. And we are finally back to civilization. If you see a Casey's, you always got to stop in at a Casey's, and hopefully all these guys have not snatched up all the pizza. That's the reason I come here. Good stuff. But the gas stations, they turn into some rolling car shows. I guess not rolling, but they turn into some impromptu car shows. Let's see if we can find some pizza. All right, we have our Casey's pizza, quite arguably the best gas station pizza around. That's good stuff. Let's get back on the road. All right, now we are out on the famous Route 66, where every stop sign turns into a car show. So yeah, we're in the small town of DeWitt, I think it is. Not a lot goes on in some place like this, so they actually have the police out here directing the traffic. So that's nice of them. So they're just gonna let us cruise on by here and wave us on. So that's always a fun thing. Oh, look at the restaurant. There's a Route 66 cafe a bunch of people have stopped at. Wish I knew that was there. I would like to eat in there. This is a nice little small town. Pretty cool. I am going to guess that over there is actually the original Route 66. And instead of paving it, they just built another one right beside it. So either that or maybe it was a 2-lane, I don't know. And so that was probably Route 66 over there. But this is close enough. So interesting. And that over there, where you got a couple of the HotRod Power Tour guys driving, is Interstate 55. So these guys need to jump off 55 and come over here to Route 66, where they belong. Of course, there are different ways that people like to do the HotRod Power Tour. Those people on the interstate, those are the people that just want to hurry up and get to the event and hang out, look at the displays, walk through the thousands and thousands of cars that are there, and just do event stuff. Us over here on Route 66, we're the ones that enjoy the cruising more than we do hanging out at the actual event, because the event, it's just the same display, just moved from city to city. So once you've seen it, you've pretty much seen it. There's a few things that change, but not much. So it doesn't matter to me what time we get there. I'm all about hanging out and cruising down the road and seeing the small towns, seeing all the stuff, the little filling stations and general stores and restaurants like we just saw back there. That's the good stuff. We are steadily cruising right behind this diesel converted, I'm guessing Chevy truck, maybe. No, probably Ford, since the license plates, train. Since the license plate says 49F2, and he is, he's just blowing coal, rolling coal. So I think we're gonna stop for a little while and get behind somebody else. Oh, they're another part of HotRod Power Tour is the kids stand out alongside of the road and they get Hot Wheels and stuff dropped out to them, thrown out to them. So that's That's another fun part of Hot Rod Power Tour. If you have the time, go by your local Walmart and get you a case of Hot Wheels, and you can toss them at kids as you drive by. Okay, we pulled over here for a little while just to give the diesel converted truck a rest. I mean, he was really blowing some fumes. But we are now technically on the real Route 66, so we're just sitting here watching some of the cars go by. This is another thing that you can do on the old Route 66. Just stop by and film a few cars and wave at some people as they go by. It's like a car show that you don't have to walk around. You can just see all the stuff as they go by. All right, that's enough watching. Let's get back out on the route and get to going down the road here a little bit. All right, so the downside to Hot Rod Power Tour is when you go through these small towns and there's a stop sign, you get massive traffic jams. That's about a mile. So what you do is you whip out your old map and you look for a detour around the traffic jam. So we're just going to go this way and bypass the stop sign. And because I bypass that stop sign, I get to see this cool little town out here in the middle of nowhere. All these nice little old buildings. It's just a sleepy little town. That building 1896, old church there. I guess this place is called Shanoa. You want to look that up. There's a lot of old buildings around here. That's a good one there. Looks like they restored an old J.W. Linney drugs and books. I guess that was a drugstore combination bookstore at one time. And just like that, we come out on the other side of that long traffic jam, and we got to see a pretty cool little town. So make sure to get your maps out and go around and see the little towns that are just off of the route here. And we have another historical town to go through. Man, there's a lot of restored stuff. There's a few people that turned off from Hot Rod Power Tour to look at this one. Not very many, like 3 that I've seen so far, but they actually have a sign just off of Route 66 that says, come see this historic town, Lexington. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of old buildings here, a lot of stuff to see. But most of the people are just driving right on by and missing this great little town. It's pretty cool. So yeah, when you're on Route 66 and you're doing the power tour, turn off and just drive through these little buildings. You're not in any rush. You go see the stuff. Another good example of one of those things that all you guys are driving by. Slightly restored gas station. Actually, these pumps aren't real. They're made out of wood, but it still looks cool. Oh, City Services. I've heard of that one. I think we've seen that on Freiburger's channel. Something about City Services. I don't know the history of it or anything, but here's a little bit of information and even a QR code if you want to learn a little bit more about that. There you go. And bypassing a little bit more traffic, back out on the route again. See these people? They're just, they missed it. They're missing it. Turn off. See some stuff. And here we go, back into it again. Must be a local raceway around here somewhere, huh? Either that or this guy's just a collector. I'm gonna go with just a collector. That's pretty cool. That's a good collection right there. Well, we are about 15-ish miles till we get to the Air Force Base, Chinook or something like. I don't know what it's called. And there are already people leaving. We keep passing cars like that one right there, and everybody's leaving. It's about, we'll get there about 1 o'clock. It's like 12:45 right now, and those are the people that decided to hurry up and get there, go early or what have you, and leave early and get to their motel rooms and relax, which is also another way to enjoy Hot Rod Power Tour, which we might do tomorrow. We might just get up early and hit the route and avoid some of the traffic. So that is definitely a good way to do it. I didn't get up early today, and we didn't get on the road till about 8 o'clock. If you would have drove straight here on the highway, it probably would only take me about an hour and a half to get here. But back roads, it takes a little bit longer, but that's okay. It's all about the drive. So tomorrow we'll try to get up early. We'll try to hit the route and still go through the small towns and get to the venue a little bit earlier and avoid the traffic. So let's get on into the event and look at some cars now. Okay, we are almost there, but according to this map here, we got a big red spot and about 5 miles. So we are definitely gonna have to bypass that a little bit. It seems like there's a street that after that first stoplight, there's a street that goes off to the right, so, or the left. So we're gonna take that street, bypass some of that traffic, and come in on the other side. So paying attention to the map and the little red lines there, pretty important when you're on Hot Rod Power Tour. Again, there's another tip for you. So don't be afraid to take the shortcuts. Sometimes they turn into long cuts. All right, we are on the shortcut right now, and as you can see, there's no traffic. I mean, there's not a whole bunch of room for all the Power Tour cars, but only a few people.
Go past the railroad crossing, then at the light, turn right onto North Century Boulevard.
If only a few people come this way, no big deal.
At the light, turn right onto North Century Boulevard.
So that cuts about a mile of traffic out, and we'll get there a little bit faster. This is important to know if you have a car that overheats. We don't have a car that overheats, so no big deal to us, but I don't like to sit in traffic. Well, that was a shortcut, but it didn't do much good. We are in traffic. I can't even see the front of this line. You always have that one venue that can't get people in, and this is where you usually have a problem if you overheat. So hopefully we don't see anybody. It's not a hot day. It's just about probably 80 maybe, so it's not too hot. Hopefully we don't see anybody pulled off to the side of the road because they overheated, because they can't get people into the event to park. So always come prepared. Well, it looks like we got a couple of them dropping out already, and we still got about a quarter mile or so to go. There's a few people up there, you can't see them from here, but they have their hoods up and driving down the road, trying to keep cool. Unfortunately, there looks like there's probably more than one entrance to this place. That's where they get you. They want to funnel them in one entrance. Oh, there's a Can you see way over there? There's a Mustang notchback that's dropped out as well. He didn't make it. Yeah, they want to funnel you through one entrance and one exit, and yeah, that doesn't work so good. Somebody's driving a tow truck, a vintage tow truck. Maybe they should stop and tow some of these people into the venue. And now, well, we're almost there, and it's beginning to rain, so that's lovely too. All right, it's been a couple minutes, and we're still sitting here, and the rain's starting to come down pretty good. Welcome to Hot Rod Power Tour, ladies and gentlemen. These are the things that people don't like about Hot Rod Power Tour. The bad planning. I don't think Hot Rod Power Tour has ever been to this location before, and hopefully it doesn't come back to this location. And if it does, hopefully they have a little bit better planning in place. Also, it's not like this. This is not good. And somebody behind me, the car keeps stalling and they have to keep restarting it. So somebody's overheating. I think it's this guy right here. He had to squeeze by. He's gonna have to get off the road. I'm pretty sure he's overheating or something. That's the way it goes. And now we got some police cars coming up to, I don't know what they're doing. Hopefully they're not going after that guy that went around. Doesn't look like it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we have another stalled vehicle. This is not good. This is not good at all. Well, we're starting to move now. Very, very slowly. Apparently, the left-hand lane is for spectators. The right-hand lane is for participants. So not only do we just have one entrance, we just have one lane. Okay. Not good. And we stopped again. Well, here comes the Mustang. Looks like he got cooled down. Now he can get back in traffic and sit and overheat. We're almost there. Only about another, I don't know, I can't even see, 1/8 mile or so. And this is lousy. And of course, as soon as the police officer moves and unblocks the spectator lane, a whole bunch of obvious participants jump in there because they think they're going to get in there faster somehow. I don't know what's going on. This is a mess. See, that says spectators. This one says participants. This is awful. And we have another one dropped out off to the side of the road here. So don't know what happened there, but looks like they need a rest as well. We got a couple people getting out of their trucks. Out of their truck. Looks like a square body up there. Maybe somebody else. Nope, somebody jumped out of the square body to push whatever car is in front of that one. They are falling out right and left. This is bad. And here we have more cars off the side of the road. These aren't even the ones they were pushing. They're still pushing. Yeah, they're still up there pushing the other ones. We got a Camaro. Got a Chevelle. And Chevy truck. Might be a support vehicle, but yep, they're sitting here off the side of the road because of this lovely location. Yeah, they're still pushing that other vehicle up there. I think they're gonna push it all the way into the event. Yeah, still sitting here. Spectator parking. I don't know where the spectator parking is. But looks like some people are going to be doing some walking, that's for sure.
Yeah, because I mean that's going to make it harder for us to work and stuff. So we just put up this barricade. Yeah. And just start moving all down there. Oh, I can see your SWAT cars coming. Well.
What? We just got diverted. I don't know where we're going. We're going somewhere else now. Where are we going now? What are we doing? Is this is making Oklahoma not look so bad. Okay. Let's follow the directions and see what's happening now. Lovely, lovely. And we're being directed to the left. Oh, and the road's rough, so a lot of people not going to like that, are they? Okay. What's happening? What's going on? Did we just bypass a bunch of people? Did they make it better or did they make it worse? Going through.
Hold up, over there. Spectator.
Yep. And now we're held up. What do we have going on? We don't know. All right.
Spectator.
Participant.
Participant. All right, go, stay right.
Right. Apparently that guy doesn't know that they're sending participants this way. See, we got that line there of participants, and then they diverted the other line to go around where the spectator line was. And, you know, more people that had to bow out and that got overheated, of course. Yeah, I like those old cutlasses. That's cool. So they're down and out. Are we gonna make it in this time? I mean, in all fairness, that did cut some time off of our entry. We actually got lucky to go around instead of sitting in that line because we would still be back there. So we're not going to complain about that. And more people dropped out. There's 3 more cars right there that are dropped out. And looks like there's another 1 or 2 over there. 57 Chevy down. I mean, these old cars just can't handle sitting in line for an hour. It's been about 45 minutes so far. And now we're Nova down off to the side here. Oh, burnout box. I got only one burnout. The burnout box is not getting much use because everybody's car's too hot and they don't want to do a burnout and blow their radiators out probably. That might be it. Caprice down. Well, we're finally pulling into the actual parking spot. Oh, 56 down. Yeah, that teal 56 Chevy went down. A bunch of people are jumping out to push them. It's gonna take a lot of people to push that thing. They were leaving too. So how long does it take to get out now? All right, we made it in, and the fun begins. You know what? I actually like this. This is awful and great all at the same time. I mean, this is a 73, 74 with the, is this a hatch that opens all the way up? Well, I mean, that's a good thing to do with it. Nothing wrong with that. Definitely digging on it. little bit warm there. Making it in. Oh, we have to go get our long hauler pass stamped. Have to do that every day. Oh, nice square body Blazer there. And now we're forced into traffic, slowing everybody else down. There we go. Here is a hippie van right here, the Denim Machine. Now I know this belongs to one of the YouTubers. I can't remember what their names are, but I like the gas cap. That's pretty cool. Oh, what are these guys? What's the name of their channel? I can't remember. You guys know. Somebody put it in the comments if I don't get it all figured out. Yeah, that's a good looking van right there. We definitely should have brought ours up. I know that lady right there and that guy right there run that YouTube channel, but for the life of me I can't remember the name of it. But there's a good looking van right there. Nice and rusty, some good patina in there. Oh, let's look inside. Let's peek inside. Got the TV, all that fun stuff. That's cool. Well, now we're back on the Midway, and like I said, it's pretty much the same stuff, you know, with a few extra vendors, local vendors thrown in, and I think they were here before. They're touring, but this is all the same. Now, as far as this facility, it might be hard getting in, but there's some really cool buildings around here. I mean, this place is nice. All the vintage hangars, all the Air Force stuff. I like this facility. I hate the way you get into it, but the grounds are great. I think we're gonna walk around and look at some of the patinaed stuff, can we call it? This is that tow truck that was stuck in line with us and made its way around. This is really, really cool. It is solid. It's incredibly solid for what it is. Usually a tow truck you do not see in this good a condition. They're always rusted out, especially along the rocker panels right there. This is like 100% solid. It's like they restored it and then maybe patinaed it or something. I don't know, but it's great. This is a great piece. I was thinking about driving one of these, but you know me, I wouldn't have gotten it done anyway. Okay, had to charge the microphones, so we're using external microphones now, so hopefully you can still hear me okay. We'll get the other ones out later, but I wanted to look at this car because these are what I believe is the next big thing coming around. These cars were used for demo derby and they got destroyed. They weren't worth anything for a long time, but now they're coming back around. And people are buying these up and cruising them and making some nice cars out of them. This one is really, really solid. Lincoln Town Car. This thing is huge. And I like this one too. Chevy 50 something with an LS swap in it. 706 heads. So what is that? 5.3? They had the 706s on, something like that. Aluminum radiator, cooling fan. This is probably incredibly reliable because this is just your average Chevy pickup truck on an old body. So this thing is it's on a different chassis too. Looks like a Chevy car chassis, like maybe a Monte Carlo, the way it flares out like that. Malibu, Monte Carlo, Cutlass sort of thing. Yeah, I'm sure this ride's really nice, and it handles good as well, and probably gets like 17 miles per gallon. This place is ginormous. I've been walking for about 10 minutes, so we can go over to the rally course and see what's going on there. There's cars parked all behind us. A lot of them are leaving, of course, but this is a really great venue. There's plenty of room for everything. It's crazy though. All right, we made it to the Autocross. I'm gonna try to zoom in, see if we can see anything, but they are far away from where we're at.
I can see them just fine. But let's see what we got. These lower C10s are crazy. Hopefully you can see that okay. Got some water on the track though. Just splashed through. Tearing it up. Looks like you're doing really good. Little tail coming out there a little bit. Oh, hit a cone. And he is ripping it up. And done. Well, that was a pretty good run. You got a full-size Tahoe out there tearing it up too. He's a lot slower. Can't imagine how much body rolls on that. Man, that C10 did really good. So I want to do that 1 year, but I have to have something to do it in. Apparently I don't, because that Tahoe's doing it. He's all over. He's body rolling pretty good, but he's out there doing it. This looks like fun. Another thing you can do at HotRod Power Tour. Okay, I like this venue again. Once you spend the hour to get in here, it's pretty good. Lots of room, track set up. You can do whatever you want to out here, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. So get here early if they ever come back through to this venue. I would say study the route, and if the route looks like you're going to a venue that's only has one entrance, that's the one you want to get to early. Oh, and bring a scooter. I'm tired. Ah, look at this beastie. I think David Freiberger would like this. It has barn doors on the back. It's got rust on it too, so maybe not, but this is pretty awesome. 67 maybe? Don't know how you tell with the Suburban, but she's up there a little bit. Man, the tires aren't great, but that's okay. It is out doing this thing. Oh, it's got vice grips for a, there you go, vice grips for a window crank handle. That's the way to do it. Well, the day is just about over. About another hour left, and they're still trying to get in. And they're trying to get out. So I think we're gonna start to wander back around and maybe get in this line. Actually, that line. I want to see the Volkswagen. Come back, Volkswagen. I'm walking faster than you are driving. So yeah, chopped, lowered, stretched, V8, turbo, Volkswagen. That's pretty cool. Oh, check out the Fiero. That's crazy. There's some people here with some nutty rides. And right here, this is the problem. This is the backup right here. The people trying to get in versus the people trying to get out. And it all sort of bottlenecks right about here. Yeah. All right, well, looks like we're headed back to the hotel. This is a pretty good day, except for the wait. Everything else was lots of fun. Okay, so glad to have the AC right about now. It is hot out here. It got hot, and that's why everybody's overheating now. Even worse than before. So it is off to the hotel. I'm gonna edit this video and get it out to you tonight. So I think we are done, and that is gonna wrap it up for day 2 of HotRod Power Tour. Until tomorrow.